Okay, swing the arms 3 times as a charm. You don't know this, but I do. It's my 3rd time starting this recording. I just kept messing up my clock, or shape was under my feet, knees up. So here we are, 3rd time's a charm. Let's go. Want to get blood flowing to these lower muscles. Larger muscles of the lower body. Arms forward and back, heels up. Require more oxygen than, say, a bicep, because it's just larger. And oxygen is the fuel that muscles want to use to perform. So, I'm doing this lower body, and I'm going to challenge myself with some heavier weight. My heart rate's going to come up into a fat burning zone, and then at the end of the circuit, we'll throw in a low impact cardio, because this is a summer series, and I want to give you what you want, which is that fat burning element in your workouts. Now, I'm working upper body in my warm up here because we're going to be holding these weights. Get these shoulders and arms ready to do that. If you have options and you can go heavier, give it a try. You can always lower your weight or put it down altogether. If you're just starting out, whatever weight you have, soup cans, water bottles, you're using some resistance and you're learning. So that's what we want. All right, let's step out to your right with a side lunge. Give you options. Side lunge nice and deep, or more of a hinge. Still getting that inner thigh. Taking that bend up. You want to intensify the move, bring your toe up. That's what we call a progression. But we're progressing the move to make it more challenging for those of you that have been here a while. I want these workouts to work for everybody. If you're beginning, congratulations. You can do this even without the weights. If you're ready to progress, you have that option too. Here he comes again. That's Jake. Good. Yay, he's going upstairs. All right, deadlifts. You're going to hold the weight as if it's a bar. So like a barbell, whoops, right in front of you. Weight is in your heels. Drive the hips back. Knees are slightly bent. Weight comes to below the knees. You don't need to touch your toes or anything here. Now push through your heels. Hips forward. Squeeze your glutes. Here we go. Take it down. Up and squeeze. When I'm down here, I can wiggle my toes. They are off the ground. I want you to take the weight out of the front of the leg and out of the knee. Even though we're not bending, if you were to push your weight into your toes, that would pull some weight into those knees, and we don't want to do that. You need to avoid that. And up, good. Now in this circuit, we're going to take these 2 moves for our 3rd strength move, and we'll combine them. When you do combination work, you work the muscles from various angles, heart rate's going to go up even higher. So we'll step out in that lunge, whatever works for you. Come on up, deadlift, and you're going to step the other way. So your weights are going to rotate here and here. Move them as you need to. Put them down if it works better without weight, okay? 3, to your right, 1, here we go. Over, up, deadlift. Or hinge, up, deadlift. Or progress it, come up. Whatever you're doing on one side, I want you to do on the other. You have one bad knee, and you want to go deep on the good knee. What that does, it develops your muscles in an unbalanced way. So you need to do the same on both sides. If you have limitations on one side, not the other, I want you to do the move the same. Because if you build muscle imbalance, it's just going to make things harder. It's perfectly fine to train these muscles on both sides the same way. And hopefully, the goal with the strength work is you bring some of that pressure out of the knee, and it does feel better. All right, up and over. Wait, no, we're going to tap down. Tap. Tap like that, okay? A little bend if you can. Here we go. With your right, your left. Now I'm adding a little hop here. This makes it high impact. You're more advanced right there. Otherwise, stay with me here. And let's move. Come on. Tap it. your tummy tight, work those abs. And that upper and lower body movement at the same time. They're connected with your core. So it's naturally working, which is great. All right, I'm going to keep challenging myself till I can't. I'm going back to my heavy weight for an alternating curtsy lunge. So working kind of the opposite muscles that we worked in that side lunge. You're going to step back as deep as you can in a curtsy, drive through your front foot up, and you'll go to the other side. Now, here's your option. Bring it back. You're still going to feel like glute out there, right? Push through. Other side. Right leg first. Here we go. Take it back. This is the first time I pulled out these heavy weights to do a recording. I do use the heavy weights when I'm working with a couple of my clients that have been with me for a couple of years and been real consistent and built up to good strength. But they know, just like I'm telling you now, I will only do what I feel is safe. I had surgery 6 months ago. It's wonderful. I feel awesome. I want to stay that way. I want to feel awesome forever. No more of that hip, knee, ankle pain coming from my back. My back never hurt, but that's where the surgery was. And it worked. I went into my spine and fused 2 vertebrae, took out the discs that was fragmented and pushing on nerves. All right, we got to squat. Weight in your heels. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So that is very interesting. The body is just amazing. That all that pain that I felt like was seriously like right in my hip, in my knee, in my ankle, wasn't there at all. It was coming from the nerves. Now you know, I would say, little bend and up. Little bend. If that is too much, give me your leg raise here. Always in the videos. Squats and lunges. We can go with leg raises. Next round has some lunges. So we'll be doing leg raises. For those of you that need to protect your knees. Good. Alright, ready to put them together? Gonna curtsy, right leg back, come up, plant the foot, get it under you. Do your squat, or go curtsy, come in, same leg that moved, do a leg raise. Okay, take the squat out. And then the next leg goes for the curtsy on the other side. Hope that makes sense. Ready? Here we go, curtsy. Curtsy down. Up and squat and stand. Or curtsy down. Up, leg raise. Put the foot down. Switch sides. 2 options. Just remember that the leg that is going in the curtsy is the one that's going to come up and do that leg raise. Right? So one leg is doing the movement here. I feel like I'm traveling across my mat. And here we go. I love curtsy lunges. I love lunges. Not many people do. I've heard I love lunges before. Maybe 2 or 3 times in my 22-year career. And rest. Good. All right. Weight goes down onto our cardio. Fortunately, things about getting your hands up over your head. When the arms are up, the leg has to pump up. Makes the heart rate work a little higher. I'm going to bring your right knee up first. Tap. Tap. Just like that. Okay? Have fun with this. Pretend like you're, in 3rd grade on the playground. When this sort of thing was fun, right? Now we do it because we need it. We want to burn fat. Arms up. With the jump here, we get so much movement. Naturally, the heart rate has to come up. Too many muscles needing oxygen. So it's got to work. Pushing that oxygen out. And we have a rest, so work hard on these cardios, okay? There's your rest. Catch your breath. Alright, as you're catching your breath, let me show you what we're going to do. We've got an alternating rear lunge, so we're coming back and up, back and up, or out, down, out, at the same pace that we're going back and forth with our lunge, okay? I'm going to turn here just in the beginning so you can see some options with the lunge. Here we go. Here, up, a little bend if that feels good. You can get deeper, go deeper. If you're strong, super strong, you've been around a while, doing workouts with me or in general, come deeper still. Tap that knee on your mat. Get a good rhythm going. I think I'm going to stay in this position. Shoulders are up over my hips. Don't lean forward in this. Tendency to want to kind of look at our feet. Look straight out. Lower body work. These lunges are hard, even without weight. Okay, round the world lunge. So, looks like this. Let me see if I do it this way. And you're going to step forward, lunge, come up. That side lunge, come up. That lunge. Or front raise, side raise, back raise. Those are your options. Here we go. Lunge, lunge, take it back. Real lunge, don't step on your weights. Or lift to the side, to the back. Pick which one works. Now remember, if you're doing your strong leg first, and it's fine, but your other leg needs modifications, I want you to do the modifications on both sides. Really important, especially with lower body. I do not want you creating muscle imbalance. That's not the goal of strength training. We want to develop evenly. And rest. Okay, now I'm going to go to the other side. So I won't step back and hit my weights. I'll step forward and hit my weights. Remember your options. Lift. So let's lift the leg, working the quad. Working the glute. Working the rear glute. Okay, you're still getting more. It's worth it. Alright, it's worth it to do the modifications. Ready? To protect the knee. If you need to protect your knee, step in a little bit. I want you doing that. Front lunge. Woo! Come back. Side lunge. Up. Take it back. I always say, this is hard for me too. Around the world lunge is super hard. I'm not a fan. We do them anyway. Now, stepping forward, watch that knee. Make sure you can see the toe. I just realized my knee was kind of coming out over my toe. My knee needs to be back. Right there. As I move back off the screen, maybe. Probably not, but certainly not centered. That's okay. And rest. All right, you ready to cardio it out? Keep working those glutes. We're going to step, step, lift, take it back. Just swing the arms. Don't think about this too much. Just know that you're alternating your step and you're alternating your leg raise. The feet in between, whatever feels good to you. Here we go. Make the dance, make the arms big, way back, way up. Again, multiple muscles as we do this cardio while we're working the glutes still. Bonus! You do not have to get to the point where you're dying, huffing and puffing. And you feel like, oh my gosh, my heart can't beat a beat faster because it's just racing. You don't need that. You really don't. You want your heart rate to be kind of in the middle of your cardio. You want it to be challenging. But in that middle cardio range, that's where you're burning the most fat. 70 to 80% of your calories are coming from fat. So, grab a heavy weight, grab goblet squat. I'm going to hold it right here. Let's go wide here, okay? A little bend and up, or come deep with me. I'm going to talk to you more about heart rate, okay? Knees out, drive through your heels up, squeeze the glutes. So there are ways you can go on Google heart rate calculator, but here's your formula. 220 minus your age, so it's going to give you a number specific to your age. You multiply that number by 0.65 and 0.85. That's going to give you a range. And the younger you are, the higher the range is. But in the middle of that range, and just under the middle, is a great place to keep your heart beating during workouts because you're burning 70 to 80% of your calories from fat. Good. And rest. One more lunge type move. I'm going to grab my chair for this. I'm going can either tap, come back, toe up, or come low in a squat, back, toe up. Get you going here in 3 seconds. We're going to finish our conversation. Okay? So get that squat if you can. Come back in with a tap. So you go out and pound the pavement, jog or run as hard as you can. Get your heart rate way up at that 85% of max. So 220 minus your age times 0.85 max heart rate. Heart is going wild, right? Yes, you're burning a lot of calories, but only 40 to 50% of those calories are fat calories because your body can't work that fast. So it is using stored energy in your muscles that's there for fight or flight, that burst of adrenaline. We want to stay where our body is burning fat. So we want the heart rate down a little bit. We don't want the exertion to be maxed out over the top. You're not going to burn quite as many calories, but you're going to burn fat calories. And if you were to do the math versus running, right, and then what we're doing, where we're burning a little less overall, the amount of fat calories you're going to burn actually are higher, most likely, for the same amount of time, doing this type of work versus going out, pounding the pavement, riding your bike as fast as you can, whatever it is. And then, so you don't have to kill yourself. I guess this is my point, not that I want you to killing yourself, you know, talking metaphorically here. Don't want you doing that. I want you doing a workout that's burning fat, get you what you want, building lean muscle, which increases your metabolism. And we can talk about that next. Building that lean muscle, looking good, feeling good. It all comes together, right? Let's bring the chair out of the way. We got our 30-second cardio round. We're going to punch forward. We're going to work out the back of that leg. Punch and kick, okay? Just have fun with this one. We'll punch the right arm first. Deep breath. Hopefully you need to take a deep breath too. Ready? Here we go. Punch it. So metabolism. Let's talk about metabolism. Lean muscle requires over 3 times as many calories to exist on your body per pound than fat. So if lean muscle requires 17 calories and fat requires 5, think about what could happen if we could turn 10 pounds of fat into 10 pounds of muscle. Wow, all of a sudden, your calorie burn increased by 12 calories per pound, 120 calories, right? Without dieting. That is cool. And imagine you could turn 15 into 15. And that is totally doable. It really is. And the cool part is, the more lean muscle you burn, the quicker you burn fat. So, that's awesome. Alright, I'm grabbing a heavy weight, putting it between my feet. We are going wide squat, pick it up, put it down, change hands, or you're going to hinge. Up, down. If you go flat back here, you're hinging. Think about head above your heart. And up, down, and up. Here's your options. I'm going with the squat, and up. So by building that lean muscle, you can tell. So I have people that start strength training, and I was the same way. I was like, I'm not losing weight. And I actually called the trainer, Terry Love. I called her phone number in the back of her DVD, because that's what I was doing at the time, back in the late 80s, early 90s. Or actually late 90s, early 2000s, I should say. And she called me back. I couldn't believe it. It was awesome. But she called me back, grabbed a chair, and she said, you are building lean muscle, you're changing fat into muscle. It will take a little while for that muscle to increase your metabolism for you to see knee, kick back, or give me a squat kick back. So it's either squat, kick back, or in and out. Squeeze the glute, hip stay square. And she was right. Because after a month, I was walking down the stairs. It's our old house. There was a mirror. And I saw my legs. I'm like, wow, I've never seen muscles like that since dancing and cheering days. And shortly thereafter, I was trying to lose weight. 3 kids. Shortly thereafter, the weight started coming off. I really didn't change my diet. See, that's the thing. So many of my clients come to me, they're not eating poorly. They're eating fairly well. They're really trying. But nothing's happening. Let's get some lean muscle. Things will happen, all right? Increasing that metabolism. You get better sleep, hopefully. You have more energy. It's just a wonderful thing. Same on the other leg. Kick it back, or squatting, kick back. So, showing up for these strength workouts, my point is, here we go. My point is, this stuff works, all right? It worked for me. It's going to work for you. It's worked for hundreds of clients over the years. You will get the body you want. Now, listen, it doesn't happen in a week. We are so conditioned to think, oh, that tabloid tells me I can lose 10 pounds in a week. Well, you can. You can dehydrate the heck out of your body. The weight's going to go down. It doesn't change your body composition. It doesn't change the amount of fat you have. All it does is eat lean muscle because your body goes there first for sustenance. And that's counterproductive, you can see, after what I just explained to you. You want that muscle to stick. So the way to do it is approach it from the other angle, okay? Let's see where we're at. We have our soccer kicks. That makes sense, Rhoda. Good plan. Stretching out those glutes. Gotta chop over. Go right leg first. So we're coming at this from another angle. We're going to make your body better, stronger, and a fat-burning machine. Sounds great. And you can have that body doing that work forever, so long as you take time out of your days to do something. Move. Move. If you're doing 10-minute workouts because you have a busy day and you come here and can do a 30 a couple times a week, great. I have 10-minute workouts, 15-minute workouts, 20-minute workouts on the channel. Do what you can. That consistency over time adds up. So, whatever you can do to move today, move today. That's all. All right, let's go down to the mat. All right, we're going to finish down on the mat. We're going to start on your back, bringing your heels away in. We're going to drive up in the glute bridge, okay? Try and stay up here. We're going to march. Now, as we march, hold the abs tight. You're working them. If you need a break, you come back down and back up. So, let's go in here. March it. March it. You're just starting out. Do one leg, the other leg. Hips down, hips up. One leg, the other leg. Hips down and up. So, pick which one works for you. If you're just starting out, I want you to put those hips down, okay? We want to do the work. We don't want to hurt your back. Pulling those abs nice and tight as that knee comes up. We're working those lower abs. When we go and grab and say, I want to work on this, we grab our lower abs. Which is going to bring me to my next point, which you have heard before. Abs are made in the kitchen. Bring it on around. We have a donkey kick. So we're going to keep our knee bent, up, comes down, hydrant out to the side. So this up to the side, just as much as you can to contract that muscle. Don't lift the hip, okay? You don't need to lift the hip. Arms are firmly under your shoulders. Donkey kick, down, up on the side. Donkey kick. Raise it. So, abs are made in the kitchen. I have people come to me and say, I want to get rid of this, and they're grabbing fat on their tummy or their hips or their back of their arms. And the reality is, you cannot squat reduce. You just can't, right? You need to burn overall fat. You need to eat fibrous, healthy foods. And that's going to get rid of a lot of inflammation around that middle area. You're going to feel much better about it. So, doing the muscle work, burning the calories, increasing the metabolism to burn the fat while you eat good food. When I say good food, I mean real food. So, people come to me a lot of, diet, low fat, low calorie types of meals. It's better to actually eat food that's real, that hasn't been doctored. Alright, if you eat a full fat yogurt, you're going to stay full much longer, which is going to keep you from reaching for, pick one bunch of chips or pretzels or whatever you reach for at 10 a.m., you know, because you're starving. If you were to eat, say for breakfast, a whole fat Greek yogurt with some almonds, more fat, right? And some berries, good nutrition, that's going to carry you through your morning. Same thing with your lunch and dinner. Get rid of the processed foods. Processed foods are sugars and white things. Okay, like white bread, white pasta. Look for whole grain. For whole grain bread. Dave's Killer bread. I don't get paid to say this, but it's chewy, it's delicious. It's got, you can look at it, you can see all the good stuff in it. It's got high fiber, so when you eat something like a complex carb, like bread or potatoes or sweet potatoes, that fiber, bicycle crunch for your cardio, here we go. That fiber slows down the digestion of the sugar. So any carb ultimately becomes a sugar. The question is, how fast does that happen? So if you put fiber in, it slows that down. And when your digestion slows down, what happens? You're not hungry as fast. So it all works together. You get to eat real food. You eat things that grow out of the ground. You eat meat, fish. Did it swim? Did it hop? Did it run? Or did it come from something that hopped or run? Man, listen to me. You feel like the arms are overhead. I might have just done a hard workout. As close as you can get to the natural state of your food, the better. So if your rice is whole grain, it's got, you know, the kind of outer side of the rice on it. Knees up, rock back and forth. That fiber in that wild rice is going to slow down your digestion. You were to eat white rice, where they've stripped it out of its, I don't know what it's called, it's husk or something, I don't know. They've stripped off all the fiber. Of course, you eat that, by the time it hits your stomach, your body reacts as if it was sugar. And what happens with sugar? Inflammation. Your body, right down, requires about 4 grams of water. Reach your weight here, let's stretch the upper body too, holding those weights. 4 grams of water to digest 1 gram of sugar or processed carbs or food. So if you do the math, because you're not eating 1 gram of sugar, right? You're eating 100, 200, 300. Now you have to multiply that by 4 for the water content that's going to come into your body and stay there if you're consistently eating processed foods and sugar. Now you can see why you're holding all that inflammation around your middle. That's where we're going to hold it, in those tissues. It's in your fat areas, it's in your muscles, it's just all over. And that's why we get that, you know, that heavy metal. If you can cut the sugars, you can get rid of that. It can make that huge difference in how you look and how you feel. In the end, like down. This is my plug. If you want help, you need daily accountability, coaching. That's what I do. That's what I do for my day job. And I use these videos to have my clients do their workouts. But we can coach nutrition as well and work together to get eating healthier food. One more time, reach up, flex your feet. Hope you feel good right now, roll on over. Feel your heart rate in the normal range. Grab a foot if you can. If not, just bend your leg. Grab the back of the sock or the back of the pant leg, whatever you can to increase the stretch in the front of your upper leg here. Let's switch sides. And come on up. Let's put our toes together, knees out. Now rock back. I want you to feel your inner thighs stretch here. Relax. You made it. You're here stretching with me. That means you did a great workout. Now, if you needed to take longer rests, or you couldn't go as deep in some of the moves, that's okay. What matters is the effort. Come on up and move forward. If you did your best, and I'm sure you did, Because on any given day, your best might be different than on another day, but if you did your best today, be proud of that, okay? Be proud. And drink lots of water. That's going to help these larger muscles release some of the toxins that create the soreness. And let's go to the other side. Down. And if you like this workout, give it a thumbs up. I'll put it in your library. You can come back and do it again. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I would love to have you be part of our community. And I will see you next time. I hope you have a great day. If you did this workout in the morning, or you have a good evening. If this was an after work or later in the day workout, congratulations, you did it.